Well, on day 3, we have come to Clarkdale to ride the Verde Canyon Railroad. It's a 4-hour trip through the wilderness. And they have your cafe inside. Places where you can get your tickets are in here. And they have your standard gift shop as well. Be prepared. A hot dog and a bun will cost you $15, which is why my wife and I ate before we got here. So anyway, we are going to be on the Sycamore train today. Let's have a look at things. And you can get drinks out here, ales and whatnot. Now this train is composed of covered cars like this, air conditioned, comfortable seats, sit by the window, drink your whatnot, eat your whatnot, your $15 hot dog. And here you have open cars, where you've got shade from these covers, but it's all open and you can observe what you can observe as we go along. Pretty good sized train. I would like to show you the engine, but I don't see it. Maybe I could find that later. So I've been told that the engine is down this way. So let's head past everyone chilling out and eating. They ask you to get here 2 hours before. Well, that's before leaving. Well, that's mainly so they can serve you food if you want to eat, and get you to wander through the gift shop, which you may find that interesting. I didn't find that interesting at all. So I'm heading to where the engine is, so y'all can get a look at that. I would say have your tickets already purchased. All they need is your last name, pretty much. They didn't even check for ID. And they'll find you in your in the system, and you will get to have your ticket printed out. So if you arrive within, we're taking the 1 o'clock today. So if you arrive within half hour, 15 minutes of the train taking off, and get your tickets printed, you'll be good to go. So here are the engines, and they are back to back. I don't see the engineer. The Verde Canyon Railroad. These are obviously diesel. No steam locomotive here today. I see an engineer up in that one up there. So I've got a pretty good while before it's time to go. Now let me go head back and find my wife. So I'll fill you in on a little information you may or may not find interesting. We were staying in Sedona, and this is one of the activities we found. That's a relatively short drive from Sedona, here in the town of Clarkdale, adjacent to Cottonwood, and not too far from the famous town Jerome, which was a rich copper mining town that went bust and turned into a ghost town. Supposedly one of the wickedest towns in the West, whatever that means. Now the town Jerome now is a tourist trap with all your various shops and activities and tours and all that. We are going to head up there later because I'm going to look for some rare stones and possibly some fossils. This is a long train. The price is not too bad. I think it's for 4 hours. It's like $139 a person. So save up your pennies, kids, if you're ever in Arizona and you want to ride a train. We're inside the gift shop, and here's the cafeteria line. And I just wanted you to see that I am not lying. A hot dog and a bun is $15. Bacon cheeseburger, $20. So be prepared. You can buy hats, t-shirts, books, sculptured items, more books, prostitution in the American West.
It feels like that, yeah.
All the sorts of good stuff. But me, I'm not spending a penny in here. But they ask you, like I said, to come early, because while you're waiting for the train, there's a good chance that a percentage of people here are going to buy something. A souvenir, something for their grandkids back home. Oh yeah. A little bit of stoneware. Right now my wife is shopping the jewelry.
I don't, but I do.
The boarding has begun.
Did you take a picture of our charcuterie?
So when you arrive at your seat, you've got these snacks.
I can do it.
We've got water.
Oh, you just roll it up and twist that.
So part of the complimentary food here, give you a good look. You've got cheeses, crackers, meats, fruit, yum, and then to finish things off, looks like a decadent chocolate brownie.
Enriched all of the cultures of prehistoric Arizona. The smell
And the basalt would end up grinding a little bit into their food, leaving behind little microscopic pieces of basalt in their food. And this would end up grinding their teeth down off into the nerves. And also, basalt is very high in mercury content, so it was poisoning them. This caused these Sinaguans to have a life expectancy from around 30 to 40 years.
valves and mattresses. For over 500,000 historically, 16 native fish species swam the waters of the river, but only 10 remain. These include the endangered razorback sucker, the Colorado pipe minnow, as well as the plants. Vegetation that you see growing along the banks of the river is critical to the canyon's waterfowl. Great blue heron. These large wading birds, standing 3 to 4 feet tall and bluish and gray in color, are often seen along the rails and cruising the river. If one takes flight within view, you'll certainly know. Gliding along just from its air forge, there's a trench below the tracks and a narrow, steep wall. Did you know that on a hot day, each watch train can transpire 100 gallons of water from the river? Many of the trees in the canyon have brown cones, slightly different in color than the tree's natural foliage. This parasitic growth is especially noticeable during winter. Also remain green and stand out distinctly on their branches. You may also feel a sudden urge to pucker up and smooch that special sunlight of your life. Those leafy clusters are mistletoe, a symbol of romance and a familiar decoration at Christmas time. The Verde Canyon also has an abundance of cactus and wildflowers. On higher ground.
On the outside observation train. I see some evidence across the way over there of what looks like some of that hexagonal, tall stone formations. When you look down on them, they're hexagonal. Can't remember the name of that process, but you see it in many places of the world. Oh, there's the bridge. Spectacular view. Wonderful view. Now we're curving to the left again. Quite nice trip this is. I'm gonna head back inside. Should be able, to see the train coming around the corner here soon. And there it is. There's a small train.
Basalt. And basalt is a volcanic rock, and so that tells us that all of this area here was formed by volcanoes. And if you look in between the columns, you'll see a bunch of cracks with white snaking their way up. In between those cracks, all that white stuff is calcite, and calcite is a mineral found in water. And all of the area out here was at different points throughout history submerged over millions of years in an underwater lake. This entire area is pretty prone to flood, and so sometimes that just happens. The calcite in these cracks here was forced in there by water, obviously, and then eventually the water evaporated, leaving behind those calcite. Tectonic plates, they were shifting, and the basalt is a much harder, more dense rock than the porous and light red limestone, and it was just forced underneath the basalt. And this fault line actually runs the entirety of the Verde Canyon here. If you guys look across the river, you'll see more of that same black basalt, whereas on this side of the river, on the left side, you'll see that same red limestone. That tells us that the Verde Canyon was not carved by moving water, but rather by the tectonic plate shifting.
The guy talking about the rocks really needs a speaker and a microphone, because the majority of people can't hear him and are not paying attention, and there's a piped in narration that he's having to compete with. Oh well.
And developed a trade in Jerome, where Mr. Packard sold his crops to the 15,000 residents eager for fresh vegetables. Unfortunately, he was known to be something of a womanizer. Finally, Mrs. Packard got fed up with being left alone to do all the chores while her philanderer husband was out gallivanting. She forged his name on a quick claim to that little memorial up north we call Grand. It was also Arizona's first wilderness area, receiving the designation in 1972. He's a white. Rosendo died of pneumonia in 1925, but all the children would continue to make the rough riding trip to the ranch as long as Julia was alive. She died in 1964.
And one day the people shall cry out for the rocks to fall upon them on the great and terrible day of the Lord.
Maybe the robots got to us. Canadian rhythm. I don't know. Pointing something out. I don't know what it is. Maybe just that whole
Terry the tortoise. How cool is that? Oh, you like that one? Yeah.
This is Turtle Rock Formation. Turtle Rock.
Trying to be funny now?
See him up there?
You have a president on this side, but you got to see the light in the sky behind it. Also, you got to explain what's
Okay, let's do our selfie here. All these people, all these different ages from different places around the world, and they still enjoy, like we do, going in a tunnel, like when they were kids. We're going in a tunnel! I hear that long lonesome whistle blow. This has truly been a vacation of planes, trains, and automobiles. Hey, Daddy, are we in a western? Rock of Ages, cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee.
It's really close. But on this side, I don't know if you tell me.
Like a dry riverbed. Wildlife. Well, look at that guy up there. What are they even eating? This is the official end of the line
In the 1960s,
where they're going
a few
to
scenes from the
unhook
classic
the
Western
engines,
film, Out West Was Wild,
and the
were shot at
engines
Memphis
are going to come beside us.
George Papard, Debbie Reynolds, and Eli Wall. Rumor has it that the old water tower was
The unhitched, unhooked engines will pass from here all the way back down there and rehook to the front of the cars, and we will go back. So this is not a loop trail. This is a in and out trail. 2 hours out, 2 hours back. Old limestone mine up there. A little anticlimactic, but time to head back. Comes the train.
Locomotives coming alongside us. Side, on the left side.
Man, there he goes. I never slapped hands before with an engineer. That was cool. Engine 1510 and engine 15112. Getting ready to hook up and take us back. People on a train. That's an old cliff dweller cave right there. See the stones stacked up on either side of it.
Well, no, you don't talk about it.
I think over there's another cliff dwelling unit. Here's where they were carved out here. There's lots of little ones right in there. And now we return. About 3 hours and 45 minutes later. Back to the main station, which looks pretty deserted at this hour. So, you know, the conductor on trains all through history has said, "All aboard." So what do they say when it's time to disembark? Get off! No, I think they would usually call out the name of the station. And here we are. It was fun.